hell? Shut the gate, quickly! The beast! The beast is attacking! Sound the alarm!
Hey, welcome back everybody. This is NGQ. Hope you guys had a good Christmas and a good holiday. Alright, well, as we left off, we're going to come over here and talk to Vizima to figure out what we have to do to make that potion for Triss.
Oh, that was a tough fight.
I found a few intruders upstairs, but...
I understand they won't be a problem. Lambert, however, let the Frightener get to him. Nothing serious. Good you went after Triss and handled that mage.
She was able to salvage some equipment, but it looks like the main device has vanished.
Our beautiful sorceress was right, I know. You did well, Wolf. Take this armor and sword. I've been keeping them for you.
Alright, so now we're going to go and ask Lambert gave me the formula.
Lambert gave me the formula.
I take it you already have white gull and calcium equum.
I do. What next?
You'll need celandine. Take what I have. Plus the claw of a monster like the Frightener. To skin a creature, take a sharp knife and cut along the torso. You'll find the Frightener's carcass in the upper courtyard. Once you've extracted the claw, rest by the fire while making the potion.
Alright. So, real quick, Lambert... Oh yeah, Skull's not around here. Let's see if we can talk to him a little bit more.
Yes?
There we go. Let's ask him about the
Are
other
there
witchers.
other witchers?
There were 3 Witcher schools in all, but it's been long since I've heard word of the other 2. You've met all the Witchers I know of, except for Berengar.
Did I know him?
I don't believe so. An introvert, he chose his own path. Actually, none here can say they know Berengar. He often ran away from Kaer Morhen, though he would always return in the end. After the trial of the grasses, he finally accepted his destiny and started training for real.
Why isn't he here?
I don't know. We lost touch with him a while back.
Alright. And then let's see if we can...
Can I ask you something?
Of course.
Who was Leo?
One of hundreds of orphans of the war with Nilfgaard. I apprenticed him 6 years ago.
I'm sorry.
We'll recover our secrets and find Leo's murderers, even if they fled to the end of the world.
Alright.
Can I ask you
let's
something?
Ask him something else.
Of course.
You mentioned defending Kaer Morhen before.
Yes. 15 Witchers once lived here, training boys for their trials. Only they knew the secrets of mutation. Witchers who set out on the path and failed to assimilate among humans wintered here. Before the battle, 23 Witchers and 40 students called Kaer Morhen home. Too damned few for the mob that attacked. I never knew why they came. Some say a sudden explosion of anger born of disdain for Witchers. But no. Someone provoked the mob with flyers filled with lies. Special agents read them to the peasants. Truer still, the fanatics could never have taken the fort without the aid of sorcerers, though they outnumbered us by far. They didn't even spare the youngest. I alone survived, concealed among the corpses. Walk around, Wolf. The skeletons remain. You may find a flyer, there used to be hundreds. Memorize it as a warning of the evil humans can perpetrate.
Alright, yeah, and if you're actually interested, Netflix actually made a special on that. It's an animated, kind of like a movie, kind of illustrating
Can
the
I
fall
ask you
of Kaer
something?
Morhen.
Of
And
course.
I think that was it.
Any idea who attacked?
No, but the mage suggests no ordinary bandits. We found pins adorned with salamanders on the dead. The symbol of their organization, perhaps? I sense hard times ahead.
Alright, that should be about it.
We'll speak later.
Okay, so now let's go and head outside and get a claw from the Frightener. So this is what I was trying to do earlier. I just kind of got all my steps out of line. Alright. Also, I noticed in that last episode I said alright probably about 30 times. So I'm going to try to limit the use of that word if I can. Let's go over here to the right side of the courtyard. Alright. Oh, there we go again. So right now they're trying to teach us how to extract alchemical components from monsters. That's why it's important to read books. Oh yeah, it says right here, tips, read books and everything, because you can learn information on how to skin certain things from monsters and collect more alchemical ingredients. So right now we're going to get the Frightener's Claw in its eye, which we can use that eye a little bit later, probably once we get to the first chapter, in order to make a potion to give us a free bronze talent, which is nice. There shouldn't be anything in here. Nope. Alright, let's head back inside. We have to go and rest now and make that potion, because we have all the items. Which I think we can rest. I don't know if we can do it right next to the pot, or am I going to have to talk to Vizima? Let me see. Nope, I can do it. Let's rest real quick. Okay, yep, so now it's teaching us how to make potions. So let's go over here, let's click on alchemy, and you'll see a couple right here. Again, the reason why you see X's here is because you do not have that ingredient type, like Aether, however it's pronounced, Rebus. So let's click on potion for Triss. Now, this is one of the few situations where this will work out pretty perfectly and it'll automatically choose all the ingredients for you. Later on, creating potions, you can click on it, and if you have the items, it will automatically transfer, but the game can't really differentiate between like low quality and high quality, so sometimes it'll put some really like high quality items here that you really don't want to use. Like you can use like maybe a lower, like a plant level or something like that. So but for now, let's go ahead and focus on this. Mix. And got it. We have to rest 1 hour. Alright. Now, we gotta go upstairs. Now we can go loot Triss's room. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut it here, and I'll meet you up there by her entranceway. Alrighty, and we're back, guys. So again, her room's just right here. I'll literally say it when you get to the door. Pop that bad boy open. And we already looted this portion, but we didn't follow the staircase. So let's go ahead and do that now. Okay, and before we even talk to her, let's go and do the most gentlemanly thing and steal everything from fucking fine. Alright, so we got a little bit of food items, beer. Don't talk to her quite yet. We got some wine. And I want to say that's roughly it from this room. Yep. Okay, so now let's go and talk to her.
Oh.
Okay, so now it's kind of teaching you about gifts, how to give gifts to people. This will come up later on. I'll explain it once we get to a person that you actually really need to give a gift to. But for now, we're going to go up here to our quest items, grab this, drag it, and there we go.
Thank you, Geralt.
I hope this potion helps.
That was terrible. I dreamt Lambert was with me. He was staring at me, saying things like, "Don't go dying on me, Marigold," calling me big-headed. I'm so glad to see you. What?
I'm glad you're feeling better.
I know we should set out, but I have a feeling we won't be back. Perhaps ever. Won't you stay just a bit longer? With me?
Okay, so here is a choice. So basically, choose number 1, then you're going to go ahead and you will get Triss's sex cards, what they call them. You don't have to. If you don't want to, you can do this one. It won't happen. But here, there's really no consequence to it. So you can do it if you want. If you want to do it for like completionist sake, I'll do it for this one.
I suppose we have some time.
I'm so happy you're back. When I saw you, all the feelings I tried to deny returned, stronger than ever.
Triss, I'm not ready to talk about the past.
Of course. I shouldn't pressure you. I just feel so... the powers. I'm behaving like a teenager. Let's focus on the present. I guess I disappointed you all. Forgive me.
Nothing to forgive. What I felt when I learned you were alive, hard to compare to anything.
Oh.
Except maybe what I feel as I look at you.
I missed you so. Let's see if the best bed in Kaer Morhen can hold us.
Oh, frick. Alright, so here, well, okay, there's actually not any nudity. Some of these do have nudity in them, and I will be either blacking out the screen, or if I can blur it, I'll do that as well, because I do not want to get this taken down.
Geralt, a pleasure, as always.
As always?
You don't remember anything?
Unfortunately.
Well, you have something to look forward to then. No matter. Tell me, how did the battle end?
They broke into the lab, killed Leo, stole our mutagens, and escaped.
Poor Vesemir. Another protege dead prematurely.
We delayed the funeral until you awoke.
Thank you. As for the mutagens, their loss could prove catastrophic. Let's not lose any more time. Unless there's something you'd like to ask me?
All right. So you can choose this, and it will take you directly down to Vesemir, but we don't want to do that. Let's talk to her first, but then we got some other stuff to do afterwards.
Know anything more about the sorcerer who ransacked the lab?
He's very powerful. He completely controlled the energy he drew from the circle. We may soon be facing another Vilgefortz.
Who?
No matter. I have something I'd like to teach you.
Oh, okay. I think she just gave us so she gave us a formula on some potions. Let's talk to her again one more time.
Geralt, can we go?
All right.
Can you restore
awesome
my
this
memory?
dialogue.
I'd have to examine you. There's a good chance your memory will return on its own.
How much chance?
That's difficult to say. It might help if I knew what caused you to lose your memory.
Well, no time for that now.
Geralt, can we go?
Okay.
The theft. What are its possible consequences?
Most sorcerers and rulers would sell their greedy, power-hungry souls to get the mutagens. Only a master of the arcane arts can use that knowledge. Not many of those left.
What about wealthy merchants, dukes, kings?
Perhaps. Anything's possible, but speculating wastes time. We just don't have enough information.
True.
Geralt, can we go?
And okay, and that's it. So we'll go and tell her that we
I need to do something. I'll come back and get you when I'm ready.
Okay, because we can go get some extra experience, which will be nice. And it'll teach you a little bit of tutorial stuff. So let's go up here, and we're going to want to find Lambert and Escalade. Got a level. They should just be walking around up here. I see one back there. I just want to make sure no one's creeping around in here. Because they both should be upstairs somewhere. I'll talk with both of them. I can. Yep, here we go. One of them teaches you hand-to-hand. The other one will just teach us stuff about actual
What is it, Wolf?
sword fighting combat.
Any thoughts on the attackers?
Amateurs. If not for the mage and the frightener, we'd have beaten them blindfolded.
But they had a mage and a frightener. They robbed us and killed Leo.
True, but we'll find them.
Leo said he almost defeated you.
We were sparring when that storm arrived. My medallion jerked so hard I almost fell. The boy saw an opening. He certainly had potential. Then Marigold appeared, shaking, delirious. She insisted we chase the wild hunt. Vesemir agreed. He always had a soft spot for her.
You dislike Triss?
She's too pretentious for my taste.
Can you tell me about the fighting styles Witchers use?
The art of combat involves 3 traditional sword fighting styles, plus a few variations designed for combating monsters.
Alright, so let's start with the basics.
Start with the basic styles.
Kaer Morhen is the wolf school. Old Vesemir always made sure we trained more as warriors than mages, though we also learned the signs. Witches employ 3 fighting styles. There's Aden Enye, the fiery dancer, which we call the fast style. The Viruleden Nefde Fendletiv, the group style. And the Temerian Devil, the strong style. Which style do you want to hear about?
The fiery dancer sounds interesting.
The legendary elven swordsman and poet Nisael created it, basing the system of steps and cuts on his observations of wildcats, especially the ocelots that elven rulers used as palace guards. The fiery dancer favors speed and agility over strength of blows. Opponents simply don't have the time to strike back. The ideal swordsman is a flame that cannot be hurt and inflicts wounds each time it is touched. Nisael himself wrote that. The style is popular among the elven aristocracy. Which style do you want to hear about?
Tell me about the Viruleden style.
Literally translated, it is the Nine-Sun sword style. The swordsman of Viruledo developed it as a method for tackling several opponents through complex slashing sequences. They say masters of this style can fight 9 opponents simultaneously. Which style do you want to hear about?
Temerian Devil sounds familiar.
Sounds poetic, but there's little or no philosophy involved. Devised by Temerian Landsknechts, simple men. It's best against heavy armored opponents. Which style do you want to hear about?
Alright, and that should be it for
I think I've heard enough.
Yeah, for the combat
All right.
styles, Thankfully, you don't have to like go through a little tutorial or anything like that. We're gonna
We'll
go and
speak
speak to
later.
him later. But Eskel will actually learn hand fighting from, and I believe you can lose in it as well. You'll still get the same amount of experience, but I will teach you a really easy way to do hand fighting. Or hand-to-hand
Have you
combat.
spoken to Lambert about combat?
Yes.
He's quick to use his sword, and has quite a bit to say about it. But that's not always the best tactic. Let me show you some hand-to-hand techniques.
Alright, so before we start this, I'll explain it really quick. Hand-to-hand combat is extremely easy in this game, and you only have to do two things. On your mouse, all you want to do is first go to strike your enemy by hitting left click, and then after Geralt makes contact, a lot of times you'll hear the guy make a noise, you see a little blood splatter or something like that, you want to immediately click the right, do a right click on the mouse. That will basically, it's supposed to do a dodge, but you don't want to hold it, you just want to click it, and it cancels and resets the animation, then click left click again. And I will demonstrate that. And it's telling you here, blah, 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 but like I said, let me demonstrate it. So I'm going to attack, cancel, attack, cancel, boom, 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 boom. Sometimes you will miss, but boom. It was extremely easy. Because there can be some tough fighters, and if you do it the way probably CD Projekt Red intended for hand-to-hand combat to go, yeah, it might be a little difficult, but if you cheese it like that, extremely easy.
Not bad. You seem to be in good shape.
Eskel, you know I need practice.
Boom, and then that should have just gave us a little bit of extra experience, which is great. And that's it, so now let's head downstairs. Alright, so now let's go ahead and talk to Vesemir.
Yes?
Vesemir, we can proceed with the funeral.
I take it Triss has recovered. All right, let's begin. Remember, we leave right after the funeral.
Alright, and let's go and do this. So after you click this, you can't do anything else here. You will go to the next cutscene, and then you'll proceed into the first chapter. So just make sure you're ready, but when you are, then you can go ahead and proceed.
Let's go. We don't know where the bandits came from or who's behind them. We'll draw attention if we venture out as a group. By splitting up, we can also cover more territory.
I'll go west. I know a few people there, and I prefer the coastal
Then I'll
climate.
head east to Kedwin, unless someone objects.
That's fine. Which way should I go?
South to Temeria. King Foltest owes you a debt of gratitude. Some time ago, you removed a curse from his daughter. You might happen on the bandits' trail there. And you, Triss?
I'll try to use my influence to find the bandits. If I learn anything, I'll contact Geralt. I'll gather what information I can and find you in Vizima.
Triss.
Don't, Geralt. I detest goodbyes. I'm liable to cry, and there's nothing more pathetic than a sorceress in tears. Don't get killed, Geralt. I don't think I could deal with that again. I'll see you soon.
See you, Triss.
Caroline, I'm tired.
It's not far now. We'll be there soon.
I'm cold.
We'll fetch you warm milk and honey. You'd like that.
Very much. Thank you, Caroline. What are those dogs doing?
Dogs? Alvin, do exactly as I say. This is important. Run to the inn as fast as you can, and don't look back. Understand?
They're evil dogs.
Run!
What the hell? Shut the gate, quickly! The beast! The beast is attacking! Sound the alarm!
Alright guys, now after this cutscene, there's one other little small bit, but get ready, because it's going to throw you into the action real quick.
Geralt! Melatelli must have sent you. There's a woman outside. The dogs will tear her apart. Help her! Help! No!
Don't open the gate! The beasts will enter!
These dogs are deadly.
You people are monsters! Stand aside! I'll save them myself!
Stop. Don't go out there alone.
Damn you! We're all going to die!
Alright, here we go. And so I would make sure, get your weapon out. And it'd probably be a good idea to put on group style. I can't remember how many spawn. It's probably at least 4. Alright, now that we got down to about 1. There we go.
What was that?
Magic, surely.
The beast! Geralt, look!
The time of the sword and axe approaches. The time of the white frost and white light. The time of madness and disdain. Today, the final age. The world will perish amidst ice and be reborn with the new sun. Reborn of elder blood, of hen Icaer, of a planted seed. A seed that will not sprout but burst into flames.
Little fuckers. Possessed.
The old elven prophecy of Itlena. I hope he's all right.
It seems he saved us from the beast.
Yes, seems so. Oh, I do hope he's not hurt. I'll need to find someone to take care of him. He shouldn't be alone. We'll stay at the inn in the meantime.
Wait a minute. I ran into wild dogs on my way here, but they were nothing like these, and I don't mean just the green fur. Know anything about them?
They've been terrorizing the village for some time. Every few days, a villager is killed. The pack is led by a large hound, perhaps a wolf. People call it the Beast.
Someone might pay to have the beast slain.
That's what witchers do, isn't it? But enough about monsters. What brings you here?
I'm seeking men who wear the sign of the salamander. Seen anyone like that in the area?
Shh, not so loud. There was someone, but the peasants grow silent at the mere mention of him. The Reverend might know more. You may also want to ask him about the beast.
I'll do that.
Did you want to ask me something?
It's been a long time since I've heard mention of Salamandra. Do you know anything about them?
I think they're a group of bandits who terrify the locals. Yesterday, they returned a boy they'd whipped with a lamia.
A lamia?
A mayhen crop with small barbs and hooks. It rips away skin and flesh with each strike. Most civilized countries have banned them. The boy was delirious. Muttered something about a ransom and the Reverend. Sadly, he grew feverish, and he died that night.
Thanks. I may stay longer than I planned.
Why the interest in Salamandra?
They killed someone I was fond of, and stole something of mine.
I wouldn't want to be them.
Do we know each other?
It's me, Shawnee. Don't you recognize me? Whatever happened to you? I heard you died during a massacre in Rivia.
Unfortunately, I lost my memory. I recall the last few weeks, nothing more.
I'm afraid I can't help. Medicine's a fledgling science here in the north.
Just writhing in the back for
I can say that your memory might come back on its own.
Fuck.
It's not that bad. I'm actually getting used to it.
I hate to admit it, but sorcerers are somewhat more effective at this than we are.
Fucking help
Maybe
me
one
here.
of them
I'm
could
fucking
help.
dying.
What brings you to this village?
I'm traveling to St. Libioda's hospital in Vizima to help fight the Catriona plague.
When are you leaving?
Once I've helped the victims of the dog attacks, I guess. I can't abandon them. It'll delay me, but some are certain to die without my aid.
So what'll become of Alvin?
I don't know. I'll look after him for now. Maybe a villager will take him in.
He seems clever enough. Surely someone will want him.
Did you want to ask me something?
I can hear what you guys are talking about.
We'll speak later.
Alright, so that should be it for Shawnee. I know that was a lot of talking. Okay, so now we're into Chapter 1. Before we do anything else, let's go ahead and loot this. Basically, we want a lot of Bargus skulls. Later on, you can actually sell these to somebody and get a good bit of money. So we're going to click as much as we can in this chapter before we move on. That's a quick shift from him. Alright, that should be about it. Alright, so now we're into Chapter 1, guys. I'm going to go ahead and end it here, and in the next video we'll pick it up and we'll start knocking out a lot of fun little side missions here in this chapter. But thank you guys for watching. If you can, like and subscribe if you liked the video. And you guys be safe, and I'll see you next time.